Hello students. Today we will be talking about the biology question paper and how you are going to attempt those answers. How you are going to prepare for the questions in the question paper and how is the best way to answer all these questions. Thank you. We are looking at the chapter wise distribution of marks. The first chapter is reproduction in lower and higher plants, which has 6 marks, and with option 8 marks are there, which means 2 marks are for the option. So this question will be only for 6 marks, which means you have to make use of this lesson for only 6 marks. With 6 marks I expect you to draw a diagram and a description, which will be half each, that is 3 plus 3. For the second lesson, reproduction in lower and higher animals, you have 6 marks again with option 8 marks. So again 2 marks are additional given out here. Again your answer should have 3 plus 3. Third chapter is inheritance and variation, which is for 4 marks only, which means even if the number of pages are more, you are expected to write about it for 4 marks only. With option, it has 6 marks. The fourth chapter is molecular basis of inheritance, again 4 marks with option 6 marks. And origin and evolution of life, 4 marks only with option 6 marks. Now all these 3 chapters, if you club them together, you will find there 4 marks each, which means you can prepare in a way where you can have 2 and 2 or 3 plus 1. Only if it comes in the last question, that is section D, it will be a full question, but that possibility is very less. Normally what we have is 5 years question papers, which give you an idea about how the question paper is and how you are expected to write about it. But here, because we have nothing in front of our eyes and due to the extraordinary conditions that we are going through, COVID-19, we have reduced our portion, and hence what we find here is that you'll have to resort to your own resources out here. The sixth chapter is plant water relation, which is for 5 marks. 1 marks addition, so your concentration on the lesson will be accordingly more than the 4th, 5th, and 6th. The 7th one is plant growth and mineral nutrition, 5 marks only, and 2 marks again with option. So these 2 marks will be additional, which will be in the option. So if you look at the grand total, you will find that the marks with option are 98. So we are going to draw out the question paper for 98 marks and you are expected to write about it for 70 marks only. The chapter number 8 is respiration and circulation. This is one of the major chapters with 7 marks and 10 marks with option. Control and coordination has 8 marks with 11 marks as the option with option. Human health and diseases is a big chapter. It also has corona, it has COVID-19 also, it has influenza virus, malaria, all those diseases which you know about, but which carries only 3 marks. So you have to know the name of the disease, the causative organism, how it is treated, and what care you should, what are the precautions that you take. Enhancement of food production is the next chapter, 4 marks for it. So 2 and 2, or it could be a 3 marks question and 1 mark question only. Very rarely it will come in section D, that is entirely 4 marks. Then we have biotechnology, which is for 5 marks. An upcoming field is biotechnology, which touches each and every sphere of our life, one of the important fields in biological sciences. Then chapter number 13 is organisms and population, where it is worth 3 marks only. Ecosystems and energy flow, again 3 marks. Biodiversity, conservation and environmental issues, again for 3 marks. Now I have a chart with me saying how you can concentrate on these chapters. Say, for chapter number 5, that is origin and evolution of life, the marks are 4. Of the deleted portion, what we have here is only subunit 5.6, that is modern synthetic theory of evolution. So if you are aiming for all those 4 marks, only one of it will be more important. For chapter number 6, say it is for 5 marks, plant water relation. It has 6.2 and 6.3 only to be studied, that is water absorbing organ, that is root, and water available to the root for absorption. You can definitely work for this 5 marks then, which will be a sure short thing if at all it appears in the question paper. Or for chapter number 7, which is worth 5 marks, you have 7.9 only, that is the growth hormone that you are going to study. For chapter number 11, for 4 marks, you have 11.5 and 11.7 only, that is biofortification and microbes in human welfare. So if you are going through the deleted portion, you will find you can come up with a scheme where you study very little but get the maximum out of it. So if you are going through each and every chapter here, it should be easy for you to delete what is not required in the chapter and concentrate only on what is given. Okay. Chapter number 1. Reproduction in lower and higher plants. Only the non-evaluative portion is 1.1, that is asexual reproduction. In chapter number 2, reproduction in lower and higher animals, only 2.1, asexual reproduction in animals is non-evaluative. Rest of the chapter is as it is. I am talking about only the deleted portion for this year only. Chapter number 3 is inheritance and variation, where no change is there. The entire lesson is as it is. For chapter number 4, molecular basis of inheritance, no topic is deleted again. So 3 and 4 are as it is. You have to study everything. In chapter number 5, that is origin and evolution of life, we have not to consider 5.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so you must have marked 5.6 is to be studied. The rest of it, which is given here, is non-evaluative. So of the 5 chapters you have, only 2 chapters are as it is, whereas there is some change in 3 of the chapters which are given out here. Okay. Now in the 6th chapter, plant water relations, we have 6.4, 5, 6, 7, 0.8, 0.9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. So these are the chapters which are non-evaluative. Directly goes to show that we have to study 6.1, 6.2, 6.3. So these are there along with the middle portion which is to be removed from studying. So which is not to be considered for evaluation. So questions will be set only on those. In chapter number 7, that is plant growth, we have 7.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12 and 13. So 7.9 is to be studied in the plant growth. Questions are definitely going to appear on that one part only. So when we consider what we have to study, so our work will be less and it will be definitely more effective, right? There is no change in the 8th chapter. Now we come to the chapter number 9, that is control and coordination, one of the most important of the lessons, that is control and coordination. From 9.6, reflex action, types of reflex actions and receptors are only deleted. Rest of it is there for you to study. Chapter number 10 is human health and diseases. Entire chapter is there. But the chapter is only for 3 marks. So accordingly, you will give the weightage or you will give concentration or focus on this type of lesson. Chapter number 11, enhancement of food production, where 11.2, 11.3, 11.4 and 11.6, that is plant breeding, tissue culture, single cell protein and animal husbandry are only deleted. Rest of it is there for you to study. Chapter number 12 is biotechnology and 13 is organisms and population. Entire lesson is there a small lesson, a very significant lesson, and which has less credit but very important for all of us. Chapter number 14 is Ecosystems and Energy Flow. 14.1, 14.2, 3, 4, and 6. So 14.5 is there for all of you to study. Chapter number 15 is Biodiversity, Conservation, and Environmental Issues. We have covered most of it in environmental science also. 15.7 Environmental Issues, 15.8 Greenhouse Effect, 15.9 Ozone Depletion, and 15.10 Deforestation, which may be a repeat, hence are dropped. Rest of it is there for you all to study. Although these parts are non-evaluative, they are also important, hence you should also know what they are made up of. But definitely concentrate on only that part which is more important from your exam point of view. Yes. Now I'd like you to concentrate on the practical examination that you are going to perform this year. It will have 3 hours and marks are 30. I would expect everybody to aim for 30 out of 30. It is achievable, definitely achievable if you really work hard for it. None of us have your marks. You are going to earn them. For which, if you study systematically, it is not difficult at all. For this question number 1, which is a major experiment for 4 marks, we have already taken the potato osmoscope, okay, which has the question as sketch and label the diagram showing the change in the water level. Okay, so you already know for those 4 marks, 2 marks are for what you do and 2 marks for the diagram and the sketches labels that you are going to do. It also has an or study plasmolysis, again sketch and label, or you have the temporary mount of leaf epidermis. Okay, now these are the auras which are already there. So question number 1 cannot be separate from any one of these. Definitely one of it is going to come for your first question. Second question is minor experiment for 3 marks, which has to display the floral whorls. Take TS of VS of ovary showing the chamber, sketch and label again. Or temporary preparation to show the pollen grain or population density. One of it is definitely going to appear for your practical examination. The third minor experiment is suitable taste to compare the water sample or soil sample or leaf samples, of which one of it is going to be there, where diagram may not be there, but a chart may be expected of you. On the main sheet which is provided to you, you will be performing all 3 practicals here. A separate sheet will be given to you for spotting, which have been increased this year. They are 10. But again, if you refer to your practical notebook, you will find on page number 4, everything is written from spot A to spot J. So what I am going to put, because I like something very much, I am not going to put it at spot A. What will come at spot A, what are the internal options, everything is written in your practical handbook. You should be able to read through it, take pains for it, and that 10 out of 10 can be easily achieved. Then comes the project, which is a part of your journal itself for 5 marks. So if your project is not cut and paste, if it is not copied, and if it is a good one, you should get those 4 or 5 marks definitely. Then Viva Voce for 2 marks and certified complete journal for 3 marks. Now that is definitely your duty to complete it on time, get it certified and submit it also at the time of examination. That is a must. And definitely you can aim for these 30 out of 30 marks. I don't think anything is difficult out here. Only your sincerity, your presence of mind will be important. So being physically and mentally present in the lab at the time of examination will be a plus out here, right? Here we come to the question paper pattern for your annual examination. Total marks are 70 and time is 3 hours, which means you can aim for 100 marks if you really wish. Where there is a will, there is a way. So should not be difficult for you all. You have to read the question paper thoroughly. You have to carefully go over each and every word which is written here, and only then can you achieve writing an honest, clear, precise and accurate answer to it. We have 4 sections here. Section A, question number 1 contains 10 multiple choice questions MCQs for 1 mark each. Now the question may be as for example, population has more young individuals compared to the old. What would be the status of the population after some years? Four options are given. Now, when these four options are given, you should be sure of one option only. If there is a 50-50 chance that you are closer to two options, make a calculated guess out here. But this you can make only if you have studied well for it. Question number 2 has answered the following. State the chromosomal defect in individuals with, say, Turner syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, any syndrome, let's say. Here you are immediately expected to diagnose it. My suggestion here would be that go through the question paper first and find what you know the best and start with the same one. It is not necessary that you go from one question to second, third, fourth in a sequence. Better way that you go for the question which is best known to you. But mind you, if you start with that question, see that all the sub questions are also carried out at the same time. It should not be a quiz contest for your examiners. Question 1C is written, then question number 4B is written, then question number 3A is written. I'll have to go through the question paper again and again. Understand the psychology of this examiner when you are writing it. So suppose you start with, say, question number 2. Write all the sub questions at a time and then go to the new question on a fresh page. That is definitely advisable. You have paid for your fees, should not be all the questions in one page itself. Leave 2-3 lines if they are there and start with a fresh page with a fresh question. See that any question that you do not know the answer for, leave that space, go to a fresh question and see that your morale is good at the time of attempting all these small questions which are for 1 mark. Then section B has 2 marks each, wherein you have 8 questions. They will be, say, continuing with our talk on the paper format, section 1 has select and write the correct answer. So you have to correctly select the sub question along with the correct answer there. Writing the correct answer is also very important. So 10 statements I should find in your answer sheet. For question number 2, which has 8 marks, so these 8 statements, very short answers should be written there. In section B, 16 marks from question number 3 to 14. For section C, 15 to 26, 24 marks. This is the major chunk which you should aim for when you are trying to score very high. Section D, 27 to 31. Any 3 internal options are there, you will find for 12 marks. Now this will be a test for you to sit for 3 hours unwaveringly, focused, concentrating on the paper that is in front of you. So spend some time to read through the paper and don't at all read it if it is going to be very stressful. Start with the first question and go till the end. Those who write a perfect answer normally have the same type of handwriting in the first question till they reach the 31st question. It should not be sleeping lines when you reach the question number 31. Normally we had 2 sections, section 1 and section 2. Section 2 was zoology, where I would find the last questions were not attempted at all because people got fatigued while writing all those answers. So when you are studying, you should also concentrate on the major part which gives you major marks. You are a student, you will be in a learning phase all your life, but here you have to learn how to put up your knowledge in the best possible way, in the minimum possible time and very productively. So that is what I look at and what is what I'll be looking forward to. So best of luck for your preparations and thank you very much for listening to what I had to say today. So thank you all for your patient hearing and I hope you don't use both your ears and really concentrate on what I had to say. Go through your textbooks, go through your practical manual, and see that you give the best. I expect that from you. Thank you all. Thank you so much.